Gemini, I've got my eye on a lion, or I've got my eye on an iron. Some of you just it's either your iron levels or something to do with blood work or groups or your levels. Like I'm looking at my levels, okay. But I'm also hearing for a lot of you though that, well, there's two there. There's one to do with I've got my eye on an iron, which is just you're constantly ironing all the time. So kind of like a cleaner, the name Tina, or a cleaner. Or this is just general work that you're just doing around the house, constantly ironing. I'm also got my eye on a level, which would mean a bricklayer or somebody that's kind of like leveling things out and kind of like building brickwork, that kind of stuff. I'm also keeping an eye on my levels, which would have a lot to do with me with just being diagnosed with manic depression. But don't worry about that. Gemini, I've noticed a lot of things about myself, but I'm going to make a separate video. So Gemini, you can also watch this as a Capricorn replacement of 6 anywhere, but we don't want to go into that too far. But there's a video that explains everything below in the show more section about numerology. So how to read within it. How to read within the lines. Something to do around a Leo or an Aquarian of 8. And how can I read between the lines? So how can I read? There's something around Reedy, the name Damien or Dan. So something to do with a D, Danielle, Dan, anybody beginning with D. Diane. But how can I read between the lines? Something to do with reading a lot of things, like books or stuff, or like reading up on medication, or something to do with that how can I read if I can't see? There might be something to do with around glasses, because I've got my eye on something. So is this like cataracts or glasses, and how can I read if I haven't got glasses and I might need to get a new set of glasses or get my eyes tested, they're saying. But there is something around tests, like extensive tests. Now my advice would be, like myself, noticing a hell of a lot of patterns of being a manic depression, and yeah, there are a lot of signs about, like, because who needs people anyway, right, Gemini? You all heard me ranting and raving over the past few years about who needs people anyway, and slowly implementing a lot of control in your life by pushing everybody out of it. And they really could be signs of depression. So my advice for everybody out there in spiritual land would be to go and get tested. So I don't know if there's anything around COVID tests they're saying, or go and get tested, okay? But yeah, I'll do a separate video on my journey. It's pretty much what I think I'm going to also do for everybody, just to let everybody at once know where I'm coming from. But yeah, I need to go and get tested, is what they're saying. Like, I need to get tested. I don't know if this is a COVID test, or I need to go for a driving test. Might have something to do around a Leo or Aquarius, but life path 7 or Cancerian, and I need to go and get tested. Now, I don't know if you've had sex with somebody and you suddenly realise that you may need to go get tested, because they're saying that I need to go and get tested. Now, I don't know what that is for. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I need to go and get tested. Okay. So that would be anything that is medical that seems to be coming up in your October. Sorry about my demeanour, but the Pisces moon and everything that's going on with me just lately. Oh dear. So Gemini, what else have we got for your October? Yeah, they keep saying test. The name Tessa Betts. Anybody beginning with T, like Tatiana, Tara, Lara. So yeah, anybody beginning with T, also T. They're also saying like drink tea, like chamomile, Carmel, Mel, Melissa, Sharp, Melissa, Maria. Anybody beginning with M or E, Emily, Emma, M, Maria. Anybody beginning with M or E. Okay. Steve, also myself, I do have a Gemini moon. Steve, Sarah. I'm feeling oppressed, like depressed. So there's got to be a message there. That's very strange, me doing one of my own moon. You know this, that it's always difficult for me to do my moon sign. Like depression, they're saying like depression, like my mood's lifting. So we could be lifting. So something to do with around the gym, actual, we could go lifting, we could go and do this. Oh, okay, you might have a friend that could be here. Actually, my sister's just started to contact me again as well. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, names. But we could go and do this. Like, we could go out for a walk. We could go and travel. We could go and do... There is someone I feel that is about to come into your life somehow, Gemini, or you into theirs, depending on what you've got in your chart. But we could go and do this. We could go and... we could go for a walk. We could talk. So I don't think... Some of you could well meet a new person here. Because I'm hearing, like, we could talk. Like, we could talk. It's good to talk. So... Some of you, I mean, like, for my job, these are very difficult energies for me to interpret what that's going to be about, but my spirit is saying that it's good to talk and that you might well be talking with someone quite a lot, okay? But that depends if that comes up in your... Sorry, man, I'm really kind of like... This depression is something, man. It really is. But it is really a lot to do with this moon. So please forgive my demeanour at the moment. Yeah, there's Tina. They're saying Tina or Amelia, or Sense Amelia, and some of you are smoking the weed there. That's not my chosen path, but some of you may be. Or CBD oil or something like that, or you're looking at Thingy Brand's gummy bears. But a bear, something to do with a Care Bear, or someone carer. Okay, Kira, also I'm hearing Kira, Shakira, Shaquille O'Neal, was that a basketball player? Shakira, Shia. But something to do with a carer, like a care worker. So somebody could be in the field of, like, you know, looking after elderly people or just caring for you, like someone that cares for the elderly. And that kind of thing, or someone that just does care, like, I just care, that's all. I just care. I don't know why I keep hearing Care Bear, though. Care Bear? Unless you're taking Russell Brand, is it? Whatever his name is, Russell Grant? Russell Brand? CBD Bears. Anyway. Let's see, Gemini. So, yeah, this seems to me like a candle in the wind. So some of you are like lighting a lot of candles, or it could be coming up for like a memorial. They're saying like a memorial, okay, like the anniversary of death. Okay, well that would also be Angel of Death. So you might like my Angel Radio, maybe, that I also, as a music producer, can find it on another channel. It's in the description below. But the Angel of Death, the person that can see people. I can see. Yeah, so you've got esoteric psychic mediums like myself, so on and so forth. The Angel of Death, I can see death. I can see dead people. Trust me, that was a story that I'm going to tell everybody when going to the doctors, expressing like manic depressive behaviour over a period of trauma. And y'all guys know my story, right? If you don't, just stick around the channel, you'll probably hear about it at some point. But yeah, like trauma, PTSD trauma, but they're saying like an anniversary. But I had to explain to the doctor when he said, "Do you hear voices?" Do you hear voices? Well, doc, it's like this. You know what? I'm a psychic medium and I talk to dead people. But if you mean like schizophrenia, then no, I don't, like, you know. But like, yeah, do you hear voices? Anyway, so anniversary. The anniversary of death, they're saying, like, it could be coming up to... So we're looking at October, so that would be... I can't remember if that was my brother or father. My father was November the 5th. So they're saying that, like, an anniversary could be coming up. Like, I don't know if it's a wedding anniversary, a Ruby. So I'm hearing Ruby or Ruben, the name Ruben or Ruby. Okay, it could be a birthday, could be like Libra. But, like, the anniversary... So, I'm also hearing it's our wedding anniversary, meaning that some of you here are actually married. Like, you're actually married. Well, I mean, the worst case scenario, Gemini, would be if you're not married and you're interested in someone that is married. It could be their wedding anniversary. I'm just saying, but I'm hearing like it's my anniversary. My anniversary. So some of you are married, and some of you there might be something where it's the anniversary of someone that passed, which would mean like a deceased loved one that passed. It could even be like a husband or a wife of somebody that passed, and it's coming up to the actual anniversary date. Okay, anniversary. I'm also hearing nursery rhymes or slang rhymes and spitting rhymes, music, making music, rapping artists, so on and so forth. That always comes up in Capricorn, but you can watch that for a 6. Okay, you can watch those through a 6. Because it's numerology. It's general. It's general anesthetic is what I'm hearing, like general anesthetic. Someone might be going under the knife, and it might be people that work in hospitals and things like that, and there might be an operation where it requires a general anesthetic. Okay, now that could also mean people that like dentist, because that would also be a general anesthetic. Okay. General, Jennifer, Jennifer, I keep hearing Jennifer, Jenny on the block, Frost, Frozen, unless you're watching Frozen and you've got children, Frozen. Okay, they're saying, okay, I just heard frozen embryos, like freezing eggs. Unless you're cooking or eating a lot of eggs, but I've actually stopped eating those because of cholesterol, which is in my eyes. But I do also take, fucking hell man, I am such a guinea pig at the moment. You might be looking at your weight and stuff like that also, like myself, but through depression it could be very difficult. But like looking at my weight, they're saying that something about frozen eggs or freezing eggs or fruit, but all I can really my throat, something to do with your throat, glands or glandular fever or throat. Well, you can get swelling if you take what I'm on, which is centrinological. I don't know, I think they call it Zoloft in America, but central, I don't know, 50 milligrams. But it's something to do with like frozen embryo. They keep saying a frozen embryo. Like, is somebody going for like egg, like searching? Is this Easter? Sorry, but I've got no idea when Easter is either. Like, I really don't. But like Easter egg hunt, or the name Hunter, or anybody beginning with Hunt, Haley, Henry, Haley, H. Anybody beginning with H, but on a hunt, right? Or the name Hunter, or Hunter's chicken. You might be eating Hunter's chicken. But so you might be eating chicken. But there is something here around eggs. Now, is it Easter? I've got no idea when that is. Trust me, guys. Sorry, but I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Because the last thing I would be eating is chocolate eggs. But they're saying something about like Ethan Hunt. So you might be watching like Impossible Mission, Chuck Norris, Emily Norris, Chuck Norris, Ethan Hunt, egg hunt. They keep saying like some of you might be going for like embryo, like I need to go under the knife and general anesthetic for them to retrieve my eggs so I can do like artificial insemination, or like where they retrieve an egg and then they kind of like half make the baby and then they put it inside you to be able to produce a baby. There's something here around babies, like incubation, but I'm also like hearing like excuse me, I'm also hearing like incubator, like babies that are being born, like people maybe that work in hospitals where babies are born, and there are like loads of incubators. Okay, unless you're watching Alien, right? Jaliens, but an Alien, and like I don't know, is there another Alien? Sigourney Weaver, Eve, Steve, Evie, Weaver, the Weaver, Louisiana, Anna, Louisiana, Denver, Colorado, Denver, Dennis. I also keep hearing the name Dennis, Denise, and Denise. Sorry, this is, if you guys don't know about channeling, it's literally basically listening to fucking shitloads of stuff, and I have to pretty much hear it. It's a bit like a radio. That's why I made Angel Radio, believe it or not. But yeah, it's still the same, just like a radio. Okay, and I have to kind of catch the pieces and say what it is that I'm hearing. And then we try to make a story out of it, really, either through this or through the tarot cards. Tara, I keep hearing Lara or Tara. Laura. Laura's shredded her jeans, by the way, everybody. Congratulations, you are playing Medal of Honor. Something to do with the Congressional Medal of Honor, something to do with around a wartime hero or some sort of war. I don't know if it's a deceased loved one, but like war, God of War, Call of Duty, God of War, like Medal of Honor, or a congressional like Medal of Honor, like I'm going for a medal. So unless this is a deceased loved one, or if it's like I'm going for gold, like someone that runs quite a lot, okay, fitness fanatic, and going like a London marathon, or you could be going to London itself, travelling to London, or you're from Brittany, going to London. London's calling. Following my calling, esoteric calling, and I'm following my calling, basically doing the job that you're doing. Okay, so that's you following your calling. They're saying that someone's calling you, like calling. Nanu, coming in, Nanu, but like calling you, Nanu. Someone's going to be calling you. Cool. Call and Luke and Bad Bones. Oh yes you are. T-Rex. Oh, myxomatosis, an old friend of mine. Slide on my knees and I apologize, 'cause I'm left-hand Luke and Bad Boy. Oh yes you are. So something to do with Cool Hand Luke. So the name Luke or Lucy or Luke Skywalker, or someone that's called Sky or Tyler. But like left hand Luke, left hand Clive. Something to do with the filmmaker. But right turn Clive Whittingham, or Clyde, Claudia. Man, these are just names. These are just random things that I'm getting, Gemini. I'm not going to be able to give you a specific storyline here. But right turn, Clyde. Take a right turn. Take a turn. Turner. Tina takes a turn for the worse. I don't know what that is. Left hand Luke and Bad Boy. Oh yes you are. So you could be listening to T-Rex. It was actually Mark Bolan's anniversary of his death, 1973, I think it was, Mark Bolan. Left hand Luke and Bad Boy. Oh yes you are. Yeah. It could actually be Mark. Fucking hell, if you've seen my channel for a while, you know that I channel deceased loved ones. It's not, just because it's Mark Bolan does not mean that I can't channel Mark Bolan. Right, but yeah, something to do with the name Mark, or anybody beginning with M. Okay, M. But every time I say M, it always in my head starts with EM. So either M or EM. Okay. Anyway, sorry for my demeanour. Things might pick up next time, Gemini. It's only day 3 when I've started this medication, and now I have to start tidying my act up, basically, and stop isolating, open the curtains, let some sunlight in. I'm on a course of medication of the Zoloft, Zoloft or whatever you call it, Severin, I don't know, Sen, whatever. Also Sen. Someone's from Leeds or up north. They say Sen. Glenn, also someone from Scotland, and also the name Glenn or Gladys. Orangina, Regina, or Orangina, or someone's eating oranges, lemons and oranges. The name Lemon or Orange, Lemon, what? Glennon, John Lennon, really, John? Name John, you right, John? You got a new motor? So we do with John Lennon, really? Paul McCartney, John Lennon. John. So, or anybody that's called Lenahan, also Lenahan. Dave Lenahan, really? Mitzi, Dave Lenahan, deceased loved ones. Siobhan and Evie. Dave. Myxomatosis, Mitzi. So the name Mitzi or Misty or Westy, but Misty, Mist, Missy, Miss, something Miss. Oh God, man, sorry, Steve, stop apologising. Anyway, so let's see, Gemini. So no clear path. The name Claire Street, okay, but no clear path yet. I need to clear the pathway. So there's something around whether it's snowing or something, and you have to clear the pathway. Okay, clear the pathway. And I'm trying to make a clear runway, or I'm trying to make a clear signal and give you a clear signal, but I need to be clear with you. Claire. They keep saying the name Claire. I need to be clear. I need to think clearly. There could be a lot of brain fog here, like thinking clearly and brain fog. Anyway, let's see what the tarot says that you've got coming up for October. Gemini, October. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node for Gemini for October. The star, there you go. Starman waiting in the eye. So Aquarius, Leo, life path 8, anywhere, doesn't matter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Doesn't matter where that is, you're just looking for the placement of 8. Okay. But yeah, feeling better. I'm also hearing, hey, me so horny. Me bunk. Someone could be Vietnamese, Vietnam. Died at the age of 19. We've had this channel messages, man. I'm sorry, but I don't have the energy to channel. But they're saying that died at a very young age. Died at the age of 19. War veteran. Also something to do with vets, veterinarian. You might be taking your dog or your cat to the veterinarian. You could be a veterinarian. This person could have been a veterinarian, and there was something to do with the war. Okay, the war, because I was picking up when the war is over. Jim Morrison. You're right, Jim. But like, yeah, when the war is over, breakfast where the news is read. Breakfast at Tiffany's, the name Tiffany, or Denise Van Alten, or John. So yeah, big breakfast. Some of you might be going out for a breakfast. But I definitely keep hearing at the age of 19, but a very early age, died. Anyway, yeah. Feeling like I've got a feeling. What's that? I've just got it in my bones. That's all I can hear. Like I've just got this feeling that something is about to happen of destiny and fate in a figure of 8. Leo, Aquarian. I've just got a feeling that something is about to happen in the figure of 8. In the figure Figurine. Doreen, figurine. Figurine. Reenie? Ranny? Oh, in the figure of... This is a nanny. This is a grandma or so. Grandma and nanny. Like I got a feeling that it's going to be my nan. I got a feeling something is going to happen with my nan. Dan. Some of you, this is you're dating someone called Danielle or Dan, like the man, Mendez. Someone that's Mendez, like Spain or something like that, but Mendez. Okay, but they're saying Danielle or Dan. Okay, Dan. I got a feeling that's Dan. Well, that is Dan. What's your name that went off with my ex? That's fine. Don't worry about it, Dan. But yeah, Dan. Daniel. Oh wow. Daniel spent the night on a plane. Gonna do the red tail lights, just heading to Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. But it looks like Daniel must be the sunlight in my eyes. Oh, sunlight. So that would be 8. So that would be a Leo as well. So someone could have children or a mother or something, I don't know, but like I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Danielle, they keep saying Danielle. Danielle Martin. But it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Yeah. Well, anybody beginning with D, really? So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or Life Path 6. Okay, for October. There you go, 6. It's in your reading. Why? It's because at the top of the bottom, or at the top, so above, so below, each card has a number. So that means Capricorn, it means also yourselves. Okay, so it could relate to any place that you have in Vedic or whatever also, but yeah, man, toxic love, Utoxeter. Someone's from up north near Utoxeter. Well, looking after your weight, your health, negative thoughts, because this is positive, negative. So like I said, guys, make sure that you get tested. Okay, this could be COVID tested, but make sure you get tested for depression and things, PTSD, trauma, depression, right? Everybody out of my life. No, it's just a string of failed attempts that I was telling myself for fucking ages. Steve, it's not fucking spiritual, it's medical. Didn't realise that meant myself for 15 years. But I do now. It's noticing the signs, okay? It's noticing the signs about yourselves here, that there could be possible energies of positive thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, negative thinking, positive thoughts, negative thoughts, okay? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, Cameron, the name Cameron, Michelle, Liam, Lee, Liam Cameron, Michelle Cameron, or just the name Cam or Cameron, Cam. Scan, you see, scammers, people all over the internet. Also a scan. So there is something around pregnancy test, pregnancies, and these eggs that I was picking up through embryos here, embryos and eggs. Because I'm hearing camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, and that means a pregnancy test. Now, a lot of you may or may not know that a long time ago, when I was with my ex, I predicted her brother being with a Libra. He was a Libra. Can't remember what she was. Yeah, Cameron. And then I predicted the name, something about the boy. It was going to be a boy. This was all like a year, predicting the baby. And then said 8 pound 8 ounces. It was. Said it was something about a boy. It was. Something about that it was going to be a water sign. It was. And it was also born on my birthday, which was a Pisces, on my birthday. Cameron, and they called it Cameron, right? You might not know that, but that was like a year prediction. And then eventually they called it Cameron, not knowing that I'd been saying Cameron on here for the last year. Right, so, you know, trust me when I tell you that I can say a name and that can be a person that you can meet in the future being your love interest. You know, you just never know, right? But I'm hearing Cameron, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, something to do with around a Libra 2 or a life path 2, camera 1, scan, and something about scan here. Also a scam that seems to be going on around YouTube and people that scam people. But yeah, they keep saying like a retina scan or a baby scan or something like that. They also keep saying scans, scams, scammers. Yeah, that's why I've cut all my comments off. But like scamming, scheming and scamming, plotting and planning. Scheming and scamming and plotting and planning. Doesn't have to be bad for all of you, but it's there in the background. Let's see, Gemini for October. Wow, so you're in a relationship, and if you're not, then there's a very sturdy energy here that's, well, is it or not? Because the devil sits right here, but it's only a 6, right? It can mean a lot to do with like food consumption, negative thinking, positive thinking, trying to feel positive about a relationship that you're in, okay, trying to make it work. If not, there's a good energy here of future of meeting someone here, because there's good possibilities. If not, you're actually with somebody, okay? If not, you've got your eye on someone, right? You've got your eye on somebody. But this could also be your mother. Like my mother is a Gemini, and I have a Gemini moon. So we both come up as Capricorn, right? Roughly, in a reading. Here, mother, my mother. Let's see. Gemini for October. 5, there you go. Sagittarius, possible Taurus placements here. Okay, 5. Some of you are arguing in a relationship. Some of you are arguing already, but majority of you, this is with a mother. This might be if you've got children, this is with your mother, right? Or you are the children and there's an argumentative energy there. These can be, like I said, it can be minor, it can be major. It's up to you. But yeah, these people, these are people that could have been in long-term standing relationships that are coexisting in the fight or flight energy. Someone's fighting to let go of something, like they won't let go of it, they won't drop it, like they're just going to keep doing it and doing it. They could be people in the background, like I'm going to refuse to drop this and I'm going to keep doing it and doing it. Yeah, so like a refusal. Also hearing Rapunzel or refusal, like being refused and told no. Okay, Sagittarius, Taurus, I think they had this in one of their readings. I think it was, I can't stand it when you tell me no. I don't like being told no. I don't like it being told no. I don't like being told no that I can't go. But you've got to. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. I've got to. Stop working, Steve. No, I've got to. Continue on this reading, please, for Gemini for October. Can anybody tell the depletion in my demeanour how I normally am? That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all really need to start looking at, you know, possible signs of depression. If you're not, you know. But October. Not everything is spiritual. There you go, 2 here. So there might be someone that you're not speaking to here or trying to keep at arm's length. You see, you really need to also, because you've got Libra here. There's a fight between like family members. There's a fight all around YouTube. Okay. There's an energy of trying to keep someone at arm's length, but like I said, that can also be depression, because that can be, like I said, because I'm going to mention this quite a lot now, because it's something that I've realised, and it's took me many years to realise. The string of failed attempts that Libra had in their reading, the string of failed attempts at, like, fuck, who needs people in my life anyway? I don't want a relationship anyway. Why would I? Why would I want people in my life anyway? Signs of depression. Signs of depression. Why on earth is it that people are all the goddamn same? Everybody fucking cheats. Everybody lies. Why do I need people in my life anyway? Well, I just might as well just isolate and stay away from people because they're all batshit crazy. Signs of depression here. Signs of depression. Okay. So whether you like it or not, you're going to start seeing me now through the eyes of someone that has manic depression. So the person that is now coping with that, noticing the signs and taking action. Taking action upon that. Realizing that not everything is spiritual. Okay, not everything is spiritual. That sometimes it's things that are locked inside that we can't see. Okay, the sense that makes none. Okay, it doesn't, because we believe it's spiritual when it's also PTSD. It's trauma. It's locked emotions. Is why I'm going to start probably a weekly blog, giving out my story to people on here. Okay. But yeah, locked feelings and emotions of what it is that we feel is spiritual, but it could well be an underlying health issue. Could be a health issue. Okay. I'm also hearing big issue. Now, people that sell the big issue in Britain are also people that are homeless. They sell the big issue. Okay. But yeah, there could be a breakdown here. But yeah, the High Priestess, the string of failed attempts at relationships of keeping people at arm's length and making sure that everybody is as far away from me as possible. Fergie, or like as far away from me as possible. I have to keep everybody out. It's not a good way. I mean, it's a progression. Like I said, I mean, these are early. These are going to be a little bit early than October because I'm starting them now, right? But it's a progression. Like I said, if there is depression here and there is feelings of thoughts of locking myself away and isolating, then that's going to take about a month, maybe to 4 weeks to start feeling different. So if you're on the energy of Gemini moon and you're noticing signs of the devil, which can be a lot of negative thoughts and feelings just about myself and self, like subconscious, self-conscious, all that kind of stuff, right? There might be underlying issues of depression, right? So it's always good to go and get that checked for a lot of you, okay? Because it's when it's spiritual related and also medical and everything else, it's very difficult to keep grips of reality of, right, okay, where the fuck am I now in this scenario? Is it me? You know, am I discognitive thought of like spiritual, like is there something else that's underlining that is wrong there? Like, how do I now focus on spiritual stuff, noticing the signs of it being maybe something else that's underlining here within the High Priestess? Okay, trying to build upon a relationship, but trying to also calm my temper down to not lash out at people and try to button it when I know that there's an argument that is arising, to actually button my lip and try not to say too much and try to find that balance between not saying too much but Libra energy. Like, okay, if I know that's really annoying you, I'm just going to and stop before I say too much, right here. And that can be general arguments that could be coming up in families for sure. Okay, so learning, and that because there's a lot of coexistence here, coexistence in same energies. You'll get them every month, right? Every week and every month you'll get the coexistence of the same energy. But I'm not really picking up. Well, I mean, there can be, you know, if anybody's new in your life at any point, you don't have to base that off a tarot card reading of whether there will be or whether there won't. You know, but there's this energy here of suppressing a lot of feelings and emotions that are locked inside of this High Priestess also, which would mean Mother also, coping with the energy of everything that has gone on in life, of trauma, you know, losing husbands, my brother, son, you know, grandmother, grandfather, so on and so forth, right? So there could be a lot of signs there of clinical family depression. Clinical family depression. And my readings will change that way because it is, now I start to see things slightly differently. Okay. So High Priestess can also mean, thank you, locked in feelings and emotions that are not past life trauma. It's just traumatized by energies that have gone on in my life that I need to start noticing the signs. Why has everything in my life been a failed attempt at any kind of family, any kind of friendship, any kind of like loving relationship? Why are all of those signs been showing me for so long? Why I keep everybody out of my life? There's a reason that may not be spiritual. It could be, see, antidepressants also, because I used to suffer from anxiety, panic attacks, hugely, majorly. Also PTSD, you know, these ones that they kind of put you on here, they also for PTSD, trauma, okay, also, okay, trying to build up energy levels. So, like I said, I would look more into this High Priestess of what I'm realizing, that string of failed attempts at any kind of relationship in my life of what I call in, okay, spiritually I call in, because through this energy here of what I notice about myself now is that the energy of calling energies that I really want in, but then slowly implementing control because I'm out of control of myself because I am a manic depressive, right? So I feel great, I feel brilliant, I'm calling people in, and then a failed attempts of them pushing everybody out of my life, okay? So as they come in, I push them away slowly and destroy the energies of everything through the energy of what you see a sign of depression, but manic depressive, okay? Not just, you know, slight signs of depression. You know, we're talking about like major signs of string of failed attempts that everybody comes into my life. What's the fucking point? Why, you know, what's the point of life, right? What's the point of being here? Now, hopefully there are no signs of that, because if there are, then you'll need to really seek help. But if there are signs of like, well, fuck it, you know, I want love, I've had love, but I don't really want love, and I don't really want people in it, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me, right? Can be a sign there, okay, for a lot of you. Because what you do also notice, that everybody that comes in your life, you can have those belts of it being really good, and then all of a sudden you control it by relationship, by pushing people out and keeping people at arm's length, because you're like, no, you're not coming anywhere near me. Now that's not everybody in life, because you've got to be in a relationship in order to notice those signs, okay? So, you know, there could be that here, but that relationship that I'm talking of, that could be family, also family here, okay, family. So there could be signs of that. Okay, so sorry for such weird sporadic messages, Gemini, but like I said, I really hope you guys forgive me at the moment, just while I pull myself together over the next month. But we'll see what happens through some of your different readings. Try Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and also your numerology placement, right? So you can watch Capricorn reading here when it comes out, or other ones. And see if you get similar messages where through the Capricorn reading I was saying, oh my God, who is this depressed person, man? I've got to get away from them. That was me. That was me. A clear sign that I was just reading the cards, but the clear sign of what I picked up when I rewatched it was, man, who is this depressed person? Hands up. That message was me. Was me. Hands up. Right. So, hands up, hands down. So yeah, if you want to join, it'll be both tiers. So tier 1 is very, very cheap. Okay, it gives you your monthly readings, but you normally get like 2 really. If you're on there, you get 2, because you get month end before the month end. So yeah, so if you want it, it's tier 1 or tier 2. But on the full access bundle, you will not see the first week. You will not see the first week on YouTube. The first week will only be done as a reading and then posted on Patreon. And then that gives me time to catch up to do the rest of the weeks through Patreon. But they only go to the full access bundle after the monthlies, okay? But they charge you on the first, don't forget that, okay? But it does explain everything in the video provided below. Thank you for any support, like, share, comments, donations, or anything that you've done or want to do. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you over on Patreon.